Hi, I'm Beck and food's my life. In today's video, I'm taking savoury mince to a whole new level and it's coming right up. Mince is such a versatile ingredient and today I'm going to teach you how to make a really delicious mince curry. This is a recipe that my mum has been making ever since I can remember. Let me take you to the stove and show you how it's done. So the first step is to heat about a tablespoon of coconut oil into a large saucepan on medium to high heat. So once that's melted, the next step, as with any good curry recipe, is to fry off the aromats. So in this case, that's 1 piece of pandan, that's 1 stalk of curry leaves, and 1 piece of lemongrass that I have sliced and bruised in the pot, and give that a stir. Now to that we're going to add 1 large onion, very finely diced, 2 green chilies, finely diced, about a 2 centimetre piece of ginger, chopped up finely, and about 4 cloves of garlic, again finely diced. Add that to the pot. And we're going to fry that off until the onion is slightly transparent. An optional extra at this point would be you can add half a capsicum if you'd like to, finely diced, or in place of that you could use some banana chilies, 1 or 2 banana chilies finely diced. Gives this mince a lovely flavour as well. I was going to add them but my supermarket didn't have any unfortunately, so this will have to do. Okay, now to this we're going to add 1 large red tomato, finely diced, and 1 tablespoon of vinegar. So there's quite a bit of moisture in the pan now, and that's exactly what I want because in a minute we're going to cook the mince, and I certainly don't want the mince to be too dry. So now we're going to add 1 kilogram of beef mince. Going to break that up a little bit, give that a good stir, and then I'm going to add 1 large potato that I have diced very finely, as you can see. Now the smaller pieces of potato the better, because that way that's going to cook a lot quicker when it's in the pan. So I've given that a good stir, I've bumped up the heat to high now, and we're about to add our spices. So on this plate, let me show you. I have here 4 dessert spoons of the dark roasted Sri Lankan curry powder. Now, if you haven't already seen my video on how to make this, you really must. Because once you've made your own curry powder, you will never go back to buying packets of curry powder from your supermarket. So, 4 dessert spoons there. Over here we've got, well, I like to have 2 teaspoons of chili powder. That's optional, of course. You can have it milder or more spicy if you like. Here we have 2 teaspoons of sweet paprika to give this a lovely colour. 1 good teaspoon, quite a generous teaspoon of beef stock powder. Half a teaspoon of clove powder. Half a teaspoon of turmeric and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. So in we go with all our spices and we're going to give that a really good mix. Now once that's all mixed in, we just have to keep stirring our mince, and we're just going to keep cooking it until that mince and that potato is cooked. Once the meat and the potato is cooked, this mince curry is done. Just be careful though, we don't want to dry it out too much, we don't want the mince to burn. So keep an eye on the moisture situation. Naturally that mince is going to release some liquid now, and that's good. Keep an eye on that. If it dries out too quickly and your potato hasn't cooked, you might need to add a little bit of water. So keep your eye on that. We certainly don't want this too watery, but we don't want it too dry. We still want it moist, but that potato has to be cooked. Once you do get to the end of your cooking time, make sure you always taste what you're cooking. You might want to add some more salt to this. I usually do. So have a taste and add salt to your liking. Okay, so my mince curry has dried up nicely now. That's totally cooked. I ended up adding 2 teaspoons of salt to taste, and final touch, a squeeze of lemon juice. And I'm done. Yum. Minced curry not only makes for a fantastic dinner idea when you pair it up with some rice and dal, but its versatility allows you to do so much with it. Minced curry jaffles are to die for. Or here's another good little party food idea. Take some store-bought puff pastry and make some minced curry triangles, bake them in the oven. You've got curry puffs. Delicious curry puffs. But the best thing to do with this particular minced curry is to make a Sri Lankan street food treat called pan rolls. But that's a whole other video, so keep your eye out for that one. If you want to make my mum's amazing minced curry, go to the description box below, find the link to my website, and find the recipe, print it out for yourself and make it. Don't forget, if you like what I do, please give me the thumbs up, like my videos, share them, or better still, subscribe so you always know what I'm up to when I'm in the kitchen. And I'll see you next time.